Showtime.
It's about that time.
Let's go.
You're right where you need to be. This is GCOM Radio.
Hardest radio station on the planet. Yeah.
Powered by Lyfeblood.com.
We certified.
And hosted by Nova Phoenix.
Give them that flavor.
Hey. Oh, hey. Yo, let's messing around. What's going on, guys? What's going on, folks? What's going on, man? This is Nova Phoenix. I'm here, man. I'm back. Took a little week off, man. I'm here giving you guys another show. A short show. This one's going to be very short. I mean, extremely short. Because as you guys already know, I've been busy all over the place and, doing my thing, man. But I'm glad to be on this mic once again. Gonna probably be another different mic that I got my eyes on. It's the, what do you call it? It's the, oh my God, the mic that I'm on right now. It's the Yeti podcast mic where, it's on an articulated arm, man. I can't wait. I got my mind on it, man, so I could be on this new mic next week. Let's see how that works out. But yeah, how has the time been with you guys? Hopefully it's been productive. Hopefully it's been a learning experience, and with all the good and bad stuff, enjoying this summer that we're experiencing right now. Yeah, man, it was my anniversary last Friday, the 30th, man. It's 3 years, man. 3 years that I've had this show, been getting on this mic, blabbering to you guys, good stuff and the bad stuff, things that I didn't make sense of, things make sense on, things that I didn't quite rub you guys the right way on, things that you agree with. And, hopefully that this will be a greater conversation as time goes by, as we get into a bigger space, eventually. And really, start inviting more people on the show, man. But yeah, I'm here for you guys. As I promised, I'm going to give you guys another episode. And I'm just going to give it to you short and sweet, and then I'm going to be out of here and do my thing. But next one is going to be, I'm going to follow it up next week with another show. Probably a solid 35, 45 minutes. But, I'm doing what I do, man. I'm just trying to stay consistent here. So, yeah, I like to just start it off big. I got to say, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to Mr. Runoko Rashidi. If you do not know Runoko Rashidi, you have to look up his name. Is Runoko Rashidi, Rashidi. Unfortunately, he passed away. This brother was a scholar and historian on African history around the world. He actually worked with Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, the brother that made They Came Before Columbus, about the African presence in the Americas before Columbus. And after, of course, Dr. Ivan Van Sertima died, he went off to do his own works. Basically, the baton was passed to Mr. Rashidi, and he went around the world an untold number of times. He visited different countries. He collected information, photos, stories, and just to document the African presence in those regions, like say for, the information that he's got from Germany, UK, France, the Pacific Islands, Fiji, India. I mean, there's black people in India. And I'm saying not so much as African people that left Africa in a sense, like say in the last 100, 150 years. But I'm talking about there's African people in the southern tip of India. I forgot the name of the island. It's a small island, and those people have been there for thousands and thousands of years. African presence, of course, before Columbus. Of course, dealing with the Olmec heads down in the Aztec times. I'm sorry if I'm getting a little bit wrong here. I'm just going off the top of the head. And actually, I was going to do a documentary on that. I actually have a whiteboard that's still in storage with all the notes and the information on how I wanted to do this documentary. As people already know, I flirted with docs back in the day, in my much younger years, and I wanted my next big doc to be about Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, talking about the came before Columbus. And Runoko Rashidi was a brother I wanted as one of the interviewees on the show. And I actually sat down in a bookstore, I think it was in Brooklyn, when he came down, just to speak on the discoveries that he made that not a lot of people know. You won't believe the evidence, the information that he lived in these countries. He visited these countries for weeks on end, and he had to ask key people for information on the African presence in a lot of these countries. And it's amazing of all the knowledge that he amassed. And he actually passed away in Kemet in Egypt. They say that he makes annual trips to Egypt just to soak in the energies and to do his studies and do his research and everything like that. And he passed away, man. He passed away. I don't know what he passed away. And I would love to, I don't even know where Mr. Rashidi lives now, but if it's in New York, I would definitely love to, if it's open to the public, definitely be there. This brother is such a treasure to the world and to African people throughout the diaspora. So I just want to say rest in peace and Godspeed to my brother Runoko Rashidi, the contributions you've made to rebuilding and putting together the shattered shards of African history. You can't quantify what you have done for African people around this world. So rest in peace, Mr. Rashidi. Vaccinations, man. Vaccinations are still going on heavy. Some people are not taking it. Some people are. Some people are against it. Some people have reluctantly got shots, and some people went ahead. Now, what they're saying in New York, they're saying that now is going to be a requirement. I think the Mayor de Blasio, has said that in New York is going to be a requirement to have your vaccination cards on you if you are going to a restaurant, a theater, gyms, or any other place where you have to go inside. That is going to be a shitstorm, I gotta tell you. Not a lot of folks is going to be with that. And I know, because I speak to them every day, and a lot of people, I think this one person said they will literally put a gun to their head before they even take the vaccination shot. So you know what? A lot of people just going to stay home. They're not going to go to the gym. They're not going to go to the theater. They're not going to go to any restaurants if they're not vaccinated, of course. And it's going to be forced sheltering in. Now, how it's going to go beyond that, I don't know. But, it's going to be, man, it's going to be, once, let it settle in first. This information just came out. Let's see how this is going to go down, in the next couple days, couple weeks, because people are just not going to go for it. People are just going to be like, you can't tell me what to do with my body. And then I'm not going to go to a theater. And it's going to go right back to streaming movies. And people already been streaming movies. Let's keep it real. The movie theater numbers are not exactly what they were pre-COVID. A lot of people saying, the studios are saying that they're not getting the numbers they want, say for Black Widow. They're not getting the numbers they want from, what was a recent release movie? I think it was Jungle Cruise. It was before that. But the truth of it is, people are, COVID forced it, are streaming their movies at home, and they're not going to the theater. They're not going to the theater. And with this vaccination thing, they're definitely not going to go to theater for those that do not want to get the shot, and they're just going to see their movies at home. So it's going to be interesting how this is going to work itself out with all these places that need people to be in their spaces, man. We'll see how it goes down. Governor Cuomo. Oh, good old, man, look at this. Hey, listen. So Governor Cuomo's going through it. Of course, everybody knows that he was accused of forcing himself on some women over the years, and it's resurfaced, and now people are calling for his resignation. I mean, the President Biden saying he should, and he's saying that he should resign. There's other Democrats that are saying that he should step down, and they say there was footage. I think I did see the footage. I really can't remember. I have to see it again. But let me tell you something, man. When you're a politician, the easiest thing that people can go to if they want to slow up your progress, if you're a shining star in the in whatever party or whatever party that you stick to, the easiest way to bring a person or dude down is if he's done some craziness with women. I mean, look at with Scott Stringer, the mayoral candidate, the comptroller, Scott Stringer, man. Every time they mentioned him in the newspaper, the sentence after that was alleged situation that happened 16, 18, 20 years ago. I'm like, God damn, my man cannot get away from this. Remember ex-attorney general Elliot Spitzer, he had a situation. He had to step down. And they also say they had some things. The FBI has recorded audio of Martin Luther King's, his own, things on the side. So, yeah, this brother's long been dead. I can't believe they just want to, supposedly they're going to release this audio recordings, and it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. This is not going to tarnish my view of Martin Luther King or the works that he's done for African-American people in this country. But yeah, the easiest way if you want to take down anybody is, what these dudes is doing. You know what I mean? Whether it's true or not, I don't see how these politicians get into these same situations knowing that there are other politicians that took a dive. What was the other guy that this was true though? He was kind of an idiot. What's his name? Wiener? Now, he deserved everything he got, because even after he got caught, he was still, I'm like, goddamn, bro. And he tried to come back, and nah, people weren't having it. It was like, nah, bro, it's a wrap. Do something else. I don't even know. What is he up to nowadays? What is he doing? Now that his career in the political circles is officially over. I wonder what he's up to. I don't know. Probably he owns a business or something, a bread making business. Who knows? Next thing is the BNC Black News Channel, man. I've been wanting to talk about that for a while. The Black News Channel, been hearing the promos on iHeartRadio, of course, on the Breakfast Club when I listen to it. They have an AM station. They have, who else is on it? The most notable interviews or per individual that's on the Black News Channel that reminds me consistently about the Black News Channel, and I had it up here and now it's gone. Oh my God. That's right. Here we go. Is Mark Lamont Hill, Black News Channel. His show is called Black News Tonight. So he's kind of a leftist guy, you could say, very progressive, and he has an own show, and he has a lot of different interviews on a lot of different topics, when it's race, politics, whatever, that have gone. A lot of videos has gone viral, and I'm like, yo, and I've met Mark Lamont Hill before, and I appreciate the work that he's done, and the stances that he's taken on issues, and particularly for black. So I don't have no issues with Mark Lamont Hill. And then I forgot, I don't know what happened, but I think someone mentioned it, one of the other radio shows or podcasts that I listen to, and they're talking about the Black News Channel. And then I found out, I said, let me just look up this Black News Channel thing. Let me see who owns the Black News Channel. And apparently the Black News Channel is owned by Bob Brilliante. He's a white guy, a Republican. And I'm like, the Black News Channel. And I don't have a problem with that. I do not have a problem with the white guys involved with black owned and operated companies. I don't have a problem with that so much. But he's a Republican, and I raised my eye to that. And I'm like, Here's the other individual that's the co-founder, is the former Congressman J.C. Watts. The former congressman, look his name up. He is, I think he was a congressman out of, let me see here. Let me see where he was a congressman. Oklahoma, I think it was. Let's say the Oklahoma. I think he was House of Representatives. I think it was Oklahoma. So yeah, he's if you remember correctly, he's a black Republican that owns the BNC. That's a progressive news channel. That's how it's promoted, right? They say he was chair of the House Republican Conference. So I'm aware of J.C. Watts. He's hardcore Republican. I mean, He's basically, and from how I understood him from back in the day, he was kind of like a puppet where somebody got his hands in his back or up his ass, whichever you want to talk about it, and basically mouths a lot of the Republican talking points, which really I didn't line with. I was like, yo, dude, you just, you're a puppet. So I didn't really get with him. So it's neither here nor there. He's no longer in politics. But along with Bob Brilliante, hey, check this out. He stepped down, Bob Brilliante. So he's no longer involved with the Black News Channel. But you have Congressman J.C. Watts, I don't know whoever. Oh, and also the guy that the other founder of the BNC is, check this out. Hold on for me, folks. Hold on. And they're not saying it. Wow, they're not saying it. Okay, let's check this out. I'm gonna go back. Let me see, Black News founder. He is a football owner. All right. And he's a key owner. And I think he's the primary funder of the Black News Channel. Shad Khan. He is largely backed the NFL team, the Jacksonville Jaguar. Now, what's the big deal with Shad Khan? He is a Trump supporter. He has backed, I was about to call him ex-pred. This fool Trump, the orange orangutan, he backed him financially and is a big supporter of Donald Trump. Like, hold on a second. So you have the Jaguars owner, Shad Khan, who has funded Trump. You have this guy, this Black J.C. Watts, ex-congressman, and they're running a progressive leftist Black News Channel? Huh? So you're going to ask me, okay, what's the problem with that? Okay, here's why I have a problem with this. Because them promoting the BNC to the Black population of America, in turn, the eyes and ears that they're getting attention towards the BNC, of course, they're getting those ad dollars based on how much people are listening and watching the BNC. All those ad dollars, the hundreds of millions of dollars that it'll eventually make if it continues along this path, that it caters to the African American population and all the news and topics that are related to them, can potentially make hundreds of millions of dollars. So where do you think all of this revenue or extra profit is going to go towards when it comes to legislation and policy? It's not going to go, and I'm pretty sure I could bet $100 anybody want to be a pinky swear out there that's watching this show, any of those profits are going to go towards policies that it's going to directly affect the Black population negatively. When it comes to voting, if it comes to the police brutality, if it comes to how much money is going to be funded small businesses, everything associated with what we're talking about as African American people that we rightfully deserve in this country, when it comes to policy or anything of that nature, what do you think? What policies do you think they're going to support? So you have J.C. Watts as a Black Republican. He's basically a puppet. You have this dude Shad Khan that supports Trump. Oh, and then you have another Republican white dude that stepped down several years ago. He's no longer, he was a Republican. And it was hard to find this guy. Brilliante. And then I still don't know all the information on what he supported. All the little information that I got, I was like, oh, okay, I see. So yeah, I don't really support the BNC anymore. Look, I'll support, my guy, what's his name? Anyway, from Black News Channel, I forgot. Mark Lamont Hill. I'll support him, but I won't support the BNC. It just doesn't make sense. And I see how, the nuance and the sophistication when it comes to how they can extract dollars out of the Black community and use those same dollars against them in the policies that could be picked or centered on or focused on and pushed through in Congress. No, I don't get with that. So you don't have to believe me, folks. You could look it up yourself, the Black News Channel, and you can just do sleuthing on your own to find out who are the founders of this channel that was promoted so heavily on radio. The next thing, Boosie, man, this dude still gets deleted, man. Yeah, I just recently found out this dude got deleted. He got deleted off of IG for like 4 times. At this point, I had to tweet to Boosie. I'm like, Boosie, listen, man, stop begging. And then you had the owner, I guess the CEO of Morrissey, or he was on, the Breakfast Club. He's the I think his name is Moresi. I don't know. Let's see if it pops up the Breakfast Club. Let me go to YouTube and see if it pops up. I want to get this guy's name, and it's funny that here you go. So his name is B. What's this guy's name? Man, I'm trying to find his name. Sorry, folks. Excuse me. I want to get his name. I want to get his name right. Oh, get out of here. I don't want to listen to you. Okay. So Adam Mosseri. His name is Adam Mosseri. He was on the Breakfast Club talking about IG and all the issues that they're trying to work out and how people get kicked off and why certain people get stays on even when they do the same thing, the same flagrancies. So Boosie's going off, they were joking on the Breakfast Club, and Mosseri was like, now he knows who I am running IG, and I'm sure he's going to get at me. And sure enough, Boosie did get at him. But at this point, I'm like, Boosie, come on, bro. I mean, you got kicked off 3 or 4 times. You may have a case in terms of, they were saying they kicked him off because of nudity. Boosie says, he had happy faces on the private parts and all that. There's no reason why he should have got it booted off. And actually, the woman that had the happy faces on her private parts, she got kicked off, but reinstated a short time later. But Boosie still is in limbo. So at this point, I'm like, yo, Boosie, you got to leave this one alone, bro. You had to leave this one alone. I encourage you. I encourage Boosie to reach out to me, man. Do it yourself, man. Stop begging these folks. If you feel that they're doing you wrong, stop knocking on the door. Look, they are laughing at this point because you're continuously going off on your other social media channels and you saying, let me back in while I'm cut off. They are literally laughing at you because they're saying, see, look at this guy. He keeps on knocking on the door. No, we're not going to let him in just because of the fact, just off of GP, general principle. Just because of the fact that they see you begging, they're not going to want you back on the platform, and they're going to allow it when they're good enough and ready. Mosseri, I'm sure, is getting a good laugh off of it. Bro, do your own thing. Do it. Matter of fact, call me, man, and we do it together because it doesn't make sense to even, and it's just not you. It's just not Boosie. There's a lot of other people that's gotten kicked off of IG, and a lot of other people that feel that IG is suspect, especially towards their black users. So, I mean, at this point in the 21st century in 2021, if you're still begging people on trying to get up on their platforms when you could damn well do it yourself, please. I'm actually done with IG. I'm done with Facebook. I post when I can. I don't, because I'm so super focused on what I'm doing right now. It's really not my concern. It's really not my concern. I don't really care how often I post. I'm really, really focused on what's coming in the next couple months, the next 4 months. And man, I'm going to be right there. I'm going to be right next to FB, right next to IG. And we're going to show them. Whether Boosie, hit me or not, it's all good. We're going to show, just because of the fact that it's long overdue. And it hasn't been a black man who's run their own social media platform in the way that I'm doing it. Yeah, we're gonna get it done. So what else is going on? Running down to the last 2 things, a final goodbye to my brother Biz Markie. Rest in peace, man. He just had his funeral service in Long Island. Reverend Al Sharpton led the service. A lot of longtime friends of Biz Markie showed up. Fat Joe, Big Daddy Kane, LL Cool J, Roxanne Shante, and plenty more was there to give their final thoughts on the brother and what he did for hip-hop. Much love to Biz Markie, man. So, okay, I'm going to get out of here, man. I appreciate you guys listening to the show. This ran a little longer than I wanted to. I'm still working. I'm still doing my thing. I'm really seriously busy, man. And a lot of things are overlapping, and I'm trying to get them done in ample time. One thing, I hopefully I got a lawyer that I'm working with and I'm talking with right now. Let's see how things turn out. Hopefully we have a good business relationship. He's a startup lawyer, and he looks like he has a good head on his shoulders, and I'm looking forward to talking to some other VCs I want to reach out to after we kind of take care of our business. And working on this show, man. I'm really working hard to get you guys this show over in New York City, and I will announce who those players are, who those acts are going to be. Hopefully in the next week or so, I can make an announcement. Let's see what happens. I'm crossing my fingers and knocking on wood that I could give you guys some more information in the following week. So wish me luck and send me prayers, give me your thoughts. I'm working hard to try to get this thing done. And that's why I'm kind of like just cutting down this show and just speaking my quick thoughts in like 25, 30 minutes or whatever the case may be. All right. So I appreciate you guys listening to me and tuning in. Tune in next week and let's talk some more. All right. I'm out of here. Peace, love, and hair grease. All right.
Check it.
You just listened to GCOM Radio, powered by Lyfeblood.com for the global community.
We worldwide, baby.
See you in the next go round. From right here to your town, we out.